Hey guys, it's Gaia, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be giving you advice on what to do if you are disappointed with your exam results. Chances are you've clicked on this video because you've worked your socks off for your GCSEs or A-levels, all to have some global pandemic just screw you over. I know for one, I'd be upset. If this is your first time here and you want more videos on A-levels and university content, start now by clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss anything I post. Also, how are you feeling? Are you disappointed in your results and now don't know what to do? If you have any worries and concerns about your results or university in general, please feel free to comment them down below. I'm happy to help. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So for those who don't know, I'm about to start my final year at Nottingham Trent University and I study psychology with criminology. It still feels like yesterday that I was opening my own GCSE and A-level results, and after going through the experience of results day, here are 3 tips on what to do if you're not happy with your results. Number 1. It's okay to feel upset and angry. I swear it's honestly the worst thing in the world when you're like disappointed with your results and then someone comes along and is like,
oh, don't worry, they don't count in life anyway.
It's literally the worst thing you could say to someone. I know for a fact I hated that when teachers or family members told me that, because even though, yeah, your individual grades don't actually really matter once you get into the real world, as I found, right now they're literally the most important thing to yourself personally. I mean, who wouldn't feel angry? This year, especially with COVID, you're gonna feel like you've been robbed of your rites of passage. At the end of the day, you've lost the chance to say goodbye to your school and your friends properly, you've lost prom, and now you've lost the chance to even do exams. And your results day isn't even in person, it's literally online, like on your phone. You're not even getting the chance to go in and see your teachers and your friends and open that all-important envelope. These things could be even more exacerbated for you if you have special educational needs. You might have found this journey to be tougher because you are still waiting on that support that you've needed for years. For example, I only found out I was dyslexic towards the end of A-levels, and by the very end, I literally mean they only put the support in place in my actual final exams. I felt so mad because up until then, I was at this disadvantage to my peers. If that had been me this year, I'd have never had the chance to experience those exams. And instead, like you guys, my teachers would have based my grades off mock exams. As you guys know in this story, the measures that they put in place for me weren't in place at the time of my mocks. So they'd have been basing my grades on exams when I was disadvantaged. So for all of you right now, you literally have my full sympathy. It's perfectly okay to feel upset and angry as long as you don't stay in that emotional state forever. The main advice I give to you guys is to have some time to feel and actually process these emotions. Otherwise, the longer you stay upset, the less time you have to do this next point. So number 2 is take the time to think about your next step. It's not a race. Throughout your entire education, people will always make you feel like it's a race to get to the next step, or you're a failure if you aren't in the same place as your peers. So instead of being upset that you didn't get to prove your academic talent, use this opportunity to be like, well, even though I didn't get the opportunity to shine this time, I will show them next time. I will carry on proving myself, because this isn't the only time in life you are gonna need to prove yourself. Even once your education has finished, you're constantly being thrown life lessons and life tests, and you're constantly needing to prove yourself. So instead of being upset, build on it and use it to your own advantage. I know it can be really hard though, because trust me, I was disappointed with my A-levels and my GCSEs. Also, considering everything is so different this year in terms of like the way they go about things, make sure you check with your university or your sixth form, wherever you're applying, to see whether you can still get your place regardless of whether you're like 1 grade boundary down. I know some universities are still accepting students because of the fact that this whole COVID situation is so unprecedented, and you guys don't deserve this. You guys didn't ask for this. None of us did. So if I were you, do check, because some places do still accept you even if you don't make the grades. Once you open your results, take the time to think about what you actually want to do next and what is available to you, which leads me to my last point. Number 3, discuss your options with others members. So this could be family members, friends, career advisors. If you're looking to go to university, call up advisors from UCAS. You could also contact the universities themselves. Their admission team will be on the phone all day to answer all your queries. However, be mindful that thousands of other students from across the UK will probably be upset with their results too. So expect the phone lines to be packed, and chances are you probably will be waiting a while. If you have any queries that you think I could help with, be more than welcome to let me know down below in the comments, or send me a DM on Instagram. My handle is @gaiarosevlogs. So since you're disappointed with your results, these next options are probably going to be the ones that you will be discussing with your family members or whoever you end up talking to. Number 1, see if you can resit the exams next year, or I guess technically sit them for the first time. I guess it depends on whether you don't mind waiting a year to see whether the exam arrangements will change for next year. If this isn't for you, I would then look at the next 3 options that I'm about to talk about. So number 2, if you think you could have done better, appeal. Looking back, I really wish I had appealed some of my GCSE and A-level grades, but not everyone can do it because of money and time. However, chances are, due to the fact that everyone's been forced to have predicted grades this year without sitting the exams, I think a lot of people are going to be appealing. So number 3, clearing and adjustment. So this option is more if you're watching this video and you're going to university. If you don't get the grades required for your firm choice university, you can go through the system called clearing, where they basically try and match you with your next best choices. Make sure before you open your results that you have all of the emails and numbers for your chosen universities and other possible places written down, so when you start the clearing process it's so much faster. That way, instead of googling them last minute on the day, you're literally saving yourself so much time, and you might end up actually getting the uni that you want because you saved those like precious minutes. Alternatively, this next one probably won't apply to most of you, but if you actually did better in your results but you're actually disappointed with the university you chose, you might find that you actually did get the results to go to university. However, you're disappointed with your choice now and you would actually like to go for a better top university. So this is where adjustment comes in, which is basically the same as clearing except from the fact that they try and match you with like better options, so better high ranking universities. So if that applies to you, I would check that out. And finally, number 4, you might decide that actually you want to take a gap year or like change your life plans completely. Those are both good choices too. Looking back, part of me kind of wishes I did take a gap year before university just to travel, but that is what I plan to do actually once I graduate next year. But whatever you choose, make sure you have thought it through carefully and don't make any rash decisions. Remember, even though it may feel like it right now, your grades do not define you. Please remember that. I wish I remembered that point more when I was younger. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I really hope this was helpful for you. Hopefully, if you're disappointed with your results, this video has now given you a few ideas on what to do next. If it did, please give this video a massive thumbs up so I know that my advice is helping. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really do hope everything gets sorted out for you. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye!